Very focused on tracking and tracking systems for yourself and the people you work with. Would you talk about that a bit?
Yeah, there is a really basic tenet of behavior change, which is if you want to change something, measure it. And that's not just true in human behavior, it's true in physics. If you measure something, you will change it. It might be a small amount, but you'll definitely change it. And I've used tracking in my life for at least the last 20 years. It really helped me when I quit smoking. I quit smoking, I don't know, maybe 25 years ago. And I was having real trouble quitting. And I heard this thing about if you measure it, it'll change. And so I said, let me start counting. So I started counting. And what I started doing is counting down, and I counted down day after day until I got to 0. And then it's been decades and I've never smoked again. And I've used tracking to measure all kinds of things in my life. I have a database of all this data about myself, where I've tracked how much I sleep, what I eat, how often I work out, what workouts I did, how often I communicate with my family, all those kinds of things, because I made some decisions about what was important to me and what wasn't. And I thought, well, I can make these decisions, but if I don't figure out the quantity or quality of what I do, then who cares what decisions I made? Measurement changes outcomes, and there's this great effect in human behavior called the Hawthorne effect or the observer effect. And what the observer effect basically says is that human beings perform better when they are being watched. Psychiatric patients, for instance, need to be sedated only 1/3 of the time as much if they are being watched. Doctors and nurses wash their hands more if they know that it's being monitored. We do all kinds of things. Animals behave differently if they're being watched. And we all behave differently if we're being watched. Now, the really cool thing is that I can observe myself. And there's research that has shown that students, for instance, that monitor and track their study habits do significantly better than ones that don't. So if you want to do better in school, just track your study habits and you'll do better than you would if you didn't. And so the observer effect is pretty powerful. It's something that we can use on a daily basis, but if you want to change something, start measuring it, tracking your results, and you can make adjustments based on what you see. Hi, I'm Ed Mitchell, CEO of Intent One. We really appreciate you taking time out to learn from our content. If you're interested in more, you can find us at intent1.net. Thanks so much. We appreciate you.